How's it going, folks? So today I'm going to be checking out a band called Elenion, and the name of this song is The Last Dark. They have a new album coming out October 31st, so literally like a week away. Got this song here to check out, get a taste for what to expect on the album. I'm looking forward to it, so let's just give it a listen, shall we? Rangers, go.
My blood, my fall, your
Not bad, you know. I think the my biggest issue, I guess, with the song is it felt a bit scattered. You know, it didn't feel like there was a real cohesion like all the way through. You know, there were times where, you know, I wasn't sure exactly where we were in the song. Kind of how this section kind of went into this one, and you know, it just felt a little bit jumbled in there as far as like the song structure. So it made it difficult, like as a listener, to really kind of hone in and you know, feel like part of the song or be like super engaged with the song because it just had that kind of jumbled kind of feel about it. So I think that's like the biggest thing that kept me from just being really engrossed. I felt much more like a bystander, kind of just watching this go by. And so that's how the whole song kind of went for me. It was like I was listening to it, but it wasn't like being ingrained in me or anything, and it just kind of passes me by. And that's that, without like a real particular kind of memorable quality or anything. I mean, there's like individual stuff about it that's really solid that I like quite a bit. But as a whole, like the whole package, it just, again, it just felt a bit scattered and, you know, didn't entirely resonate with me. I think it's predominantly because of that. Another thing I feel like is that the harsh vocals were like overused. You know, I can see in this song how certain moments maybe, you know, worked well having a bit of the harshness because the song itself, it has a darker kind of overtone. And so having those harsh vocals kind of emphasizes that. But again, there were times it just felt like it was there without any real impact to the song. If anything, detracted from the song a little bit. The case in point to me, and it was rectified a little bit like at the end, but in the chorus, you kind of have like the two moments of like the harsh vocals, like I think it was kind of like the first line of the chorus and then like the first line of the second half of the chorus, or maybe at the very end as well, or maybe it was just at the beginning and the end, but either way, it felt like that was unnecessary to have the harsh vocals there in the chorus, and I think the chorus would have landed better without that. And again, the reason I said case in point at the end is like the second to last chorus, I really enjoyed that one. That one didn't have any harsh vocals. The guitar almost sounded more like an acoustic style. You know, the heavy riffs kind of went away. But nothing wrong with like the heavy riffs. I'm just saying in that particular chorus. But yeah, it's just the melody kind of just hit better in my opinion. And then the final chorus, for the most part, there was no harsh vocals. But like the last line, if I'm not mistaken, had it again. And it was kind of like, you know, and so I just feel like I enjoyed the chorus more without the harsh vocals, because when the harsh vocals were there, it drowns out a little bit like her voice, and so those like melody beats, you know, if you will, kind of get lost when you just have those harsh vocals there. So I just feel like the chorus was better suited without the harsh vocals, and without it, you know, I thought it's a decent chorus, a nice melody and all that. She's got a really solid voice, a really good range, a very kind of casual approach, which I thought was kind of cool. You know, with like her vocals, they more just kind of flow throughout the song instead of like, you know, hitting throughout the song. So I thought that was really nice. You know, I like the heavy riffs and stuff. The guitar work was pretty good. Like the orchestral stuff, like the symphonic elements of the song, I thought were really nice. And then moments you kind of have like a choir there, and it gave a good atmosphere and stuff. So it's like there's elements that I liked about it, but even those elements I thought were done a disservice just because of like the arrangement of the song, like the song structure itself. So all these individual elements, it's like they pop in bright spots here and there, but it just gets dimmed because of just the structure. Again, it just feels a bit jagged. You know, it doesn't feel smooth the way that the song flows. So that was like the main thing, I would say, that you know, it just didn't land for me. But again, individual elements sound nice. It's definitely a talented group here. I like the vocals and the melody. Like I think it was like the second verse had a nice kind of rhythm to it with the guitar riff and stuff, and the melody of the vocals. So yeah, again, there's bright spots, but ultimately all those bright spots are kind of covered a little bit or dimmed just because of that rough kind of structure of the song. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much my thoughts on it. Very curious to hear the whole album, see what else they got, and listen to some other stuff. So yeah, October 31st, not far away at all. But let me know, folks, in the comments down below, what you think of this song here. Are you looking forward to the new album? Let's talk about it. I'll catch you next time, Ranger. Out.